Guys, happy Friday. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Today I'm really excited because I am sharing my final update on how I've been lightening my underarms. I started this process back in January after noticing last summer that my armpits were getting darker. They were never really too dark to begin with, the other two videos, so you can check that out. But they were getting darker and getting like rougher. Just like a roughness. Like, okay, yeah, you removed the hair, but like, you know, like when men remove their beards, like you could tell you can see that there's no hair, but it still looks rough. I don't know how to explain it, but that's what my armpits look like. And I was literally like, we've got to fix this. So I went on a process and kind of did a lot more research. I switched to natural deodorants. I am still using the Capari coconut deodorant that works really well for me. And I just decided, I was like, you know, we're going to tackle this and we're going to handle it. And I can honestly say with this update, I'm very, very happy and so pleased with how my armpits look. I'm going to show you now. So, what was the game changer, right? What was the game changer for me was cutting out shaving completely. I only do nair during the winter time. And over the summer, I was always into waxing, so I got back into that. Waxed one time, it was an okay experience, but I did sugaring recently, and I think this is what I've been missing all of my life, which makes sense because of how much I love sugar, like in my diet. I love sweet things, so obviously sugaring my armpits was going to be a sweet thing for me because I love sugar. If you're not familiar with what sugaring is, it is like the same consistency as wax. It has a sugar base, but it's a little bit more organic. It is more organic, I would say, because it's with natural ingredients, and also as it's removing the hair, it's exfoliating the skin, so it's helping with that soft kind of look instead of it just being like, oh, I pulled the hair out. It's also softening the skin. I know the first day, like, I literally was walking around with my hands in my armpits because I was like, wow, this is so soft. And supposedly, sugaring is supposed to last longer than waxing. I'm going to be testing that out this month. But I definitely think, like, depending on what you need for your skin, if your skin isn't that sensitive, if you don't tend to scar or have ingrowns or anything, waxing might be it for you. Or if you have finer hair too, I think waxing is a great option for that. I have thicker hair, I have sensitive skin, and I can bruise, get red bumps and ingrowns very easily, so I think sugaring is going to be the better route for me, and it's just really like helping to smooth out this area. So I am still using the, oop, it's wet, come on. I'm still using the Scrub of Your Life by Soap & Glory. I use this about 3 times a week, I would say, to exfoliate my underarms. It's very soft, so I feel like it's okay for your underarms, but I wouldn't use it like vigorous. I wouldn't do a vigorous motion because the skin is still very thin. And I do that. I don't really do it though, like right after wax or hair removal. I do it before, but right after, the skin is so sensitive, and for me, I don't want to irritate it, so I don't do it. But what I do is I use aloe vera gel. Like, this is from Walgreens. This is a Walgreens brand. I'm definitely probably going to upgrade to something a little bit better. Maybe I'll get the plant. I'll get the plant and just leave that around. I'm not very good with plants. But this cools and soothes your skin and helps restore moisture. So I said in my last 2 videos that I never knew that you were supposed to moisturize your underarms. It was never a thing for me. And I think that that has helped tremendously, along with exfoliating, is like keeping that area soft, because I have dry skin and my armpits were definitely, you know, you want that area to be dry, obviously, because when it's not, you're probably sweating. But that was kind of giving that rough look. So I realized I needed to be moisturizing them daily, but I needed something that was fragrance-free and lightweight, because I didn't want to create buildup underneath my arms, and I also didn't want the fragrance to irritate my arms. So I really like the aloe vera gel for that reason. No fragrance, it's moisturizing, it's lightweight, doesn't really leave any residue or create buildup. But also the cooling effect really helps after like hair removal. Mostly I would say for waxing or sugaring it helps, because after I nair it's like the skin's not that sensitive, but it just keeps it very calm, cool, and collected. And I find that it just makes the skin stay softer longer. Even when the hair starts to come through, my arms still feel really, really soft. So I think that is definitely something, if you're looking for that for your armpits, aloe vera gel has been working. I'm gonna get the plant. And lastly, what I've been trying to do to kind of keep them smooth is I'm very careful with having clothes that rub up against it. Obviously it's the summertime, so it's warm. I don't have to worry about having my armpits covered. But even in the winter, like when I have long sleeves, I was noticing shirts that were just too tight in that area kind of rub and create friction, and that was also causing darkness. So I tried to avoid that, at least like if I have that kind of shirt on, not leaving it on all day. When I get back home, changing it to something looser. That's the same case for the rest of my bodily hair, especially down by the girl, like in between the thighs. Just having tight clothing, rubbing, just it doesn't help with the color of your skin. It definitely makes it darker, and I also think it irritates ingrowns, and it just irritates it. Where the hair follicles are, they get irritated. Oh, that's another thing with sugaring. So when you wax, you apply the wax in the opposite direction of that the hair grows, and you remove it against it. So it's like against the grain. I guess that's how it is. So let's say your hair grows down this way. You apply the wax this way, and you pull it off that way. With sugaring, you apply the wax against the hair, and you remove it this way. That helps significantly with ingrowns, because you're not upsetting the hair follicle. The hair just slides out in that direction instead of being yanked in the opposite direction. So if your problem is like you have sensitive skin, you suffer from ingrowns, and like you get bumps easily, I would try sugaring. The pain is about the same, if not less. So if that's what your concern is, it's about the same. I literally am obsessed. I can't wait for my next sugaring appointment. And like waxing, it's the same thing. The hair gets finer over time, so the process gets less painful. And it's a slower kind of, not recovery, but growth period. So I'm excited for that too, because ultimately the goal is to get it laser removed. But until then, it's a more affordable option. And I was just so excited to share with you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot to know what content you guys like to see on here. Also lets YouTube know that I'm creating content that you want to see on here. And if you are feeling it out, you've spent some time on my videos, you've come back time and time again, hit the subscribe button. Just stay for good. We're gonna have a lot of fun, I promise. I will see you guys, I messed it up. You will see me in my next video. Thanks, bye.